G'day guys, Nate here coming at you with Collingwood's VFL report. An upset win over Geelong Friday afternoon, Friday twilight at GMHBA Stadium down the highway. Boomba Stadium, Gardenia Park, whatever you want to call it. Collingwood's home is pretty much what it is now. There's a good reason why Collingwood doesn't play their games in Geelong, or Geelong doesn't host us. And that's why. Friday afternoon, Collingwood causing the upset of the VFL season, a 28-point win over the VFL minor premiers, 17-10, 112 to Geelong, 12-12, 84. I called it. I wasn't crazy. I called it, and it happened. I am shocked. I wasn't being overly serious about it. A few reasons why I did say it. Number one, we're on a winning streak. It's only 2 games, I know, but just no pressure. It's a disappointing season in the VFL, expectations not delivering. Yet we were capable of this sort of win. And number two, and this is probably the biggest reason, not because of us, because of Geelong. Going back to 2007, when Geelong were 3 games clear on top in the AFL, they won the minor premiership with 2 games to go. They took on Port Adelaide and they lost that game with seconds left. Dom Cassisi kicking that match-winning goal. That was what I wasn't. It wasn't given to me, whatever. But like the loss, you need to have theory. I don't know if it's a proper theory, but go back to 2000, Essendon, 20 wins in a row, minor premiership sewn up. They lose to the Bulldogs, the Super Flood, the loss you need to have before finals, just to get yourself in check, and then you can push on from there. Geelong, 2007, similar thing, losing to Port Adelaide, got themselves in check. They won the premiership that year. Few other examples where certain teams losing just before the home and away season, and then going on to win the premiership. Collingwood 2010, Collingwood 2023, if you will. Just little things like that. There are great teams who can go on massive winning streaks in the home and away season, push on into finals, and then win the premiership. So it can happen. Geelong, I think they'll win the VFL Premiership still in 2026. This is just a minor speed bump for them. They'll respond. They'll win next week. They've got the minor Premiership sewn up, and they will most likely win the Premiership. And if we somehow make it to the wild card round, if we end up playing Geelong at certain points in September or whatever, they'll smack us. It could be 119 points or more. They're just that damn good. So Geelong, they should respond. They'll most likely win the VFL Premiership. For Collingwood, we're a game and a half outside the top 10 with 2 games left. We've got a 3 game winning streak going on right now, decent wins over decent opposition, and we've got Essendon and Port Melbourne for the last 2 games who are looking to win one more game each to make it into the top 10. Otherwise, we've got a mini wildcard sort of scenario before we can get into wildcard round if we get to that point. I am recording this just before 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. There'll be VFL games played today as of this recording, as of the editing of this. There could be games ending by the time I have this uploaded. It's all I watch this space. But we'll know for certain or more clear what our projection or our path is to the top 10. We could be locked out by 5 o'clock today. There's matches tomorrow. Look out for that as well. But then we'll know for certainty our path for the last 2 games if we are to make any sort of inroads to the wildcard round. But still a mathematical chance, and I'm keeping the faith. There's hope. And based off this performance, I can't believe I'm more excited coming out of a VFL win or performance compared to any AFL talk. We lose by 25 points to Geelong Thursday night. Last night's AFL Freo for the Bulldogs, that was, my goodness, that was floodgates and then some. So this VFL win over Geelong keeps me excited, uh, buoyed for the weekend as well. And first and foremost, Sam Swadling should not be playing VFL next week. If he's playing VFL next week, he's not recalled. Uh, Riots are going to occur. Protests will occur. I'll start it. I will finish it. I will end whatever. Just do not have Sam Swadling, who's on a 7 game win streak, 5 AFL games, 5 AFL wins, goes back to the VFL, wins 2 games in a row in the VFL. And look what we have here. A guy who hasn't lost a game since May 30 or May 31st against the Bulldogs, Footscray, round 10, round 11 in the VFL, hasn't lost a game throughout winter. There's an omen there. There's something in that. Why mess with a winning formula? He's not best player in the AFL, but you play the kids, you develop the kids, you progress the kids, you back the kids in. And Sam Swadling is a kid you want to back in. So have him recalled. It's against West Coast. It's over in his home state. Obviously, he's going to be recalled. If he's not, what are we doing? But just in regards to this game and just, yeah, the loss you need to have theory, the boys were on. in the first quarter, leading at quarter time. We got the first goal of the game, Geelong responding, but we defended very well and set up well in the midfield. Sam De Koning playing as a ruck, Harrison Coe more than holding his own. Aliro Smith, immediate impact in this game, had a great first half. Aliro Smith then tapered off, but as a ruck forward, played his role. Geelong, they did Geelong things in the second quarter, up by 20 points late in that second quarter. But I still had that hope in that second quarter that we were going to respond. They weren't kicking away too much. They were converting their chances similar to the AFL. They weren't missing. They were refusing to miss. 50-50s they won in the back half. Just little things like that going Geelong's way. But our midfield group was holding up well. When we got into the forward line, we applied the pressure. We got it inside 50, finding targets, just converting it on the scoreboard. 4 goals, 6 before a late goal before half time. Kept us in the game. And that third quarter, between the AFL and the VFL, that third quarter against Geelong last night or Friday might have been the best quarter of footy we've played all year. 8 goals unanswered in that third quarter, up by, I think it was 34 points at three-quarter time, and then kicking on to win the game by 28 points. Just tremendous stuff. Sam Swadling, an absolute star. Lockie Sullivan's experience shining through in this game. Ty Prindable getting involved in the midfield as well, pretty much playing under Lockie Sullivan's wing at the moment. Podatsky, Jack Buller kicking goals. Now, the big question is on our defenders and who gets called up for a Jeremy Howe and or a Harry Perryman. I can't say with confidence who gets called up. Noah Howe's, Joel Cochran. I'll talk about Joel Cochran a little bit later. Will Parker, Jacob Ryan. TJ was a laid out, and I don't think he's being managed for next week to be called up against West Coast. That would be a bit of a shock. But TJ had hamstring tightness or awareness last week. First game back last week. Played through the game, but looked a little bit hampered against St Kilda. Laid out here against Geelong. Tajwo Woden, what a luxury to be a late call-up for this one. And it showed that depth there. 4 former AFL listed players, Brady Gray, Oscar Forkhead, Tajwo Woden, Will Phillips as well. Bryn Tickle, that's 5 right there. So 16 or 15 AFL listed players for Collingwood, and you got 5 former AFL listed players. So we were no slouches for this game. Geelong had 12 AFL listed players. They got depth up the wazoo at the moment, but the loss you need to have for Geelong, they'll bounce back. But just with the team stats for this one, +8 for disposals, +12 for hitouts. Harrison Coe, Aliro Smith up against Sam De Koning and Joe Pike. Yeah, winning the hitouts there. +3 for clearances. Thank you, Sam Swadling. Sullivan only had 1 clearance. Prindable also getting clearances of his own, 7 clearances for the game. -12 for tackles. +3 for inside 50s, -4 for marks. The marks inside 50, we had over 20 for the entire game. We dominated marks inside 50. Goes to show as well. Our back line setting up well defensively, but I can't say with full confidence who gets called up. It's going to be a massive question and talking point for selection speculation. We'll find out Friday afternoon who gets called up. We might find out during the week with training and just obvious signs and whatnot. Might get announced sooner if there's a debut, but it's all a watch this space. But just with the player stats for this one, Sam Swadling, clear best on ground, 39 disposals, just under 80% disposal efficiency, 8 clearances, 8 score involvements, 6 inside 50s, 4 tackles, and 4 rebound 50s. He's back into the AFL side. Surely he's being called up. Otherwise, what the hell is going on? Lockie Sullivan, he's going to most likely be delisted end of the year, but is there one more AFL game in him? 31 disposals, 5 clearances, 7 inside 50s, 2 score involvements. Plays very well and very smart with the ball in congestion. Gets it out. Good delivery inside 50. Ty Prindable getting more involved. 22 disposals, 14 contested, 18 handballs out of 22 disposals though. 7 clearances, 7 score involvements and 3 tackles. Another player that could be called up is Rowan Steele. 15 disposals here, 2 goals, 3 tackles and a clearance. Playing on the wing. And Harry DiMattia, similar stats to Rowan Steele, won't get called up for a debut anytime soon, but 14 disposals, 2 goals, 3 tackles, a clearance as well, but 4 score involvements and 3 inside 50s. And he could have kicked 3 or 4 goals for this game, a better response compared to last week. Podatsky, 3 goals, 6 disposals, 5 marks, 2 of those contested, 2 score involvements. Just the entries inside 50, they let us down at times, but when they were able to get their hands on the footy, they converted. Jack Buller, 2 goals, 8 disposals, 3 marks, just 1 contested, 2 score involvements, 2 goals straight. Set shot kicking, much better. Still needs a lot more games under his belt for set shot accuracy to get that confidence back. But maybe an idea is to have Jack Buller play as a key defender. It's a big call to make at this point of the year, but we may not have any other choice. Harrison Coe, Aliro Smith, the rucks here. Harrison Coe, 31 hitouts, 12 disposals, 5 clearances, 5 marks, 3 of those contested. Lero Smith, 12 hitouts, 14 disposals, a good goal, first goal of the game. He almost kicked goal of the year in the second quarter, but had a good first half. Tapered off after half time, but still a good game by Lero Smith standards. 3 clearances and 5 score involvements. And then we get into the defenders. Jacob Bryan, 28 disposals, just under 90% disposal efficiency, 7 marks, 9 intercepts, 5 rebound 50s. Still a bit of pressure on him with his handballing game and around the contest, but there's an obvious name for an obvious call-up, but most likely gets delisted. If he gets called up against West Coast, does he hold his spot after that? We'll find out next week. Noah Howes, key defender, 13 disposals, 92.3% disposal efficiency, 6 marks, 4 intercepts, 6 rebound 50s. He's not a lockdown defender. He's the roam off or zone off intercept defender. Can it work against West Coast? We'll find out. Will Parker, 13 disposals, 84% disposal efficiency, 5 marks, 4 intercepts, 6 rebound 50s. In and out of the side recently. And there's another one right there. Does he get called up? We'll find out next week. And Joel Cochran, we'll find out a lot sooner about Joel Cochran because he was taken off the ground early final quarter, a gash in the final quarter, a knock, friendly fire, 13 disposals, just over 60% disposal efficiency, 8 intercepts, 2 rebound 50s. He's a rebounding defender. We'll find out if there's a concussion there or not. Otherwise, he might have been managed late final quarter and it might mean a debut. But it's all to watch this space. And just to round it out, Will Hayes, 12 disposals, a goal, 2 score involvements, and 2 inside 50s. Just good to see Will Hayes playing footy from his shoulder injury, but I wouldn't expect a call up any point this year unless there's more injuries or we need proper pace up forward. And just like centre, 5 disposals, 3 inside 50s, 2 score involvements. What the hell? A quiet game for Saxena, but he's a first year player. Cut him some slack. I guess he was due for a quiet game. No goals. Decent pressure though, but just, yeah, quiet game by Saxena standards. And that's it for the player stats. 15 AFL listed players and a good win against the minor premiers. But I'll wrap up this video here. Leave your comments down below, your thoughts on the VFL, your possible selection speculations, who you want to see called up for a recall or a debut. All to watch this space. Leave your comments down below. But I'll leave you guys all to it. I'm hoping you guys have a good weekend. Please be well. Please be safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is. Up the pies.